Hello everybody. I hope you're well. Thank you for being patient with me while I sort my stuff out. Yeah. Today we're working on the Hobbits, Merry and Pippin. I'm gonna start off with Pippin. Because he's a lovable idiot. And we all love a lovable idiot. Basically. I adore Pippin. I think he's great. So I'm gonna start off with him today. I hope everyone is doing well, no matter when you're tuning into this. Even if you're 10 years in the future. I hope I'm still making content then. I hope that's all I have to do with my life. Maybe you find it in the dusty corner of my my channel somewhere. So hi. Or maybe you just found it like 2 days ago. 2 days after it's uploaded. In which case, hi. Still good to have you. Thank you for checking out my content. I appreciate it. I hope you stick around. Indy, welcome in. Good to see you. How are you doing? And also, a very happy belated birthday. I hope you had a wonderful day. I'm sorry I didn't manage to catch you on the day, but I hope you had a wonderful day. I hope you were spoiled with all the wonderful things you deserve. Maybe we're here live. I obviously appreciate my wonderful live community. I wouldn't be here without you. I wouldn't even be interested in content creation without you lot. Hen, welcome in. Hello, beautiful. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're having a comfy day. Or night, as it is right now. Mandeville questline. Oh, okay. Nice. Is this the new chapter for the current expansion? I'm gonna slightly turn down the music. It's a bit loud. At least in my ears. Hopefully that's a little bit more comfortable. But yeah, I as you've probably guessed, do have some stuff to talk about today, rather than just randomly babbling about whatever paint I'm slapping on a model. It's probably what a lot of you have been looking at, if you're streamers at all. And it's the stuff about Twitch not changing the streamer splits and actually giving the top 0.1% a pay cut. Was that the point about to? Oh, no worries. No worries, Indy. I hope you're enjoying it. You got new ink? I saw it. I saw it. How are you? How is it? How did it go? Are you happy with it? But yeah, basically, the sort of the TLDR version of my rant about Twitch basically being really stupid with this is that I'm going to be looking into alternative ways to support, basically. I'm not going to remove the ability to, give subs or anything like that on here. But I'm possibly going to look into better options, and I think I'm probably going to expand more on YouTube. And sort of revisit Streamloots, and sort of basically do more of the diverse stuff that I do. Because I've got Streamloots, I've got YouTube, I've got Coffee. I'm just going to kind of make those more valuable to folks, rather than relying on Twitch being successful anymore. Because all the signs point to Twitch kind of losing their way. And I'm not going to stop streaming. But if I want to ultimately turn this into a way to make a living, I do also need to look at what's, profitable. Or not even profitable, but like, what's going to earn me enough to be able to make a living. Earnings do need to factor into it, and if Twitch insists on taking 50% of everything that I generate on this platform, I'm gonna start investing time into platforms that don't take 50% before I've even seen a paycheck. Streamloots, for example, I get 90% of everything that is spent on Streamloots. A lot better. So it's a lot better. Yeah, I'm a Streamloots partner. Streamloots take 10%. Coffee, they only take, I think it's 10 or 15%. Stream Elements. So if you donate via Stream Elements, the only thing that I don't see are processing fees. So they take something, I think it's like 5%. All of those options mean that the money that you spend on support here, more of it actually goes to me. Rather than, Twitch or whatever platform you're supporting via. Now, I know talking about the money side of things is a kind of a tricky and almost semi-taboo subject for some people. I like to try and be transparent with it because it helps inform you all about where your money is going. And I think everyone likes to know that. Everyone likes to know that their support goes where they want it to rather than in someone else's hands. Throne, again, is a really nice way to just direct 100%, all of it goes direct to the thing that you're purchasing on Throne. I don't see a penny outside of that, but I will probably be putting together some kind of poll or something for you all to kind of just give me some hints as to where I should start investing my time a bit more. But yeah, that's something that's going to change. I'm currently leaning towards YouTube. I'm really enjoying YouTube. I think they're making really good changes. I think adding games and painting is going to be helpful, more than harmful. And I've already sort of started doing a little bit of a small rebrand on there to, rather than just painting, kind of encompass everything I do here. Yeah, there might be some other stuff coming. Heretic merch? There is Heretic merch already. I may also look into designing some more when I get some free time. I want to get at least one more design up before the end of the year. But yes, there is merch available. But yeah, just, it's frustrating. Twitch takes more than taxes. That's the crazy thing. Twitch takes more than the government. So if you donate $1 worth of bits, for example, 50 cents of that goes to Twitch, 20 cents of that goes to the government. That leaves me with 30 cents out of every dollar spent directly via Twitch. That's how much actually ends up in my pocket. And that's ignoring anything I spend on bills or maintenance or anything like that. That is just the stuff that comes straight off the top that doesn't even enter my accounts, kind of thing. And that's the same for, 99% of streamers these days. Most streamers you watch will not have these Gucci 70-30 split things that people seem to be pointing the finger at. No streamers have the 50-50 split. So it's just not... But it's like you said, Hen, it's just not possible to make a livelihood out of Twitch alone anymore. You have to diversify. You have to do other things, like sponsorships, like other platforms, donations, whatever. Yeah, YouTube Shorts are a thing that's coming. They're expanding the YouTube partnership program, I think, to include the shorts. Yeah, hell, I'm even reconsidering my stance on TikTok these days. And I've been very, wary of TikTok. Just because a lot of data they collect is very suspicious to me. And I'm not comfortable handing over that volume of data to a single company that I don't know a lot about. But as a content creator, it's hard to ignore that TikTok is a huge platform with massive potential. So I'm seriously considering starting, educational streams as well, maybe under a different but linked brand kind of thing. So there's a lot I'm considering at the moment. Lefty? Hi, welcome in. Thank you for contributing to the totem I'm not got up at the moment. I hope you're doing well, Lefty. But yeah, there's a lot to consider with the news. And honestly, I'm disappointed in Twitch. I feel like they could have done better. But I'm also not surprised. Let's see. Okay, silver. Sorry, Lefty. That was yesterday's stream. We're just doing some painting today. I'm painting some hobbits. And also talking about Twitch. The news about the cuts that Twitch are taking. And the fact that they're not going to change it. I think I would be less annoyed about Twitch's stance on it if they didn't try to claim that they didn't have enough money to afford to give us a better split. A company that's owned by Amazon and made $2.6 billion in revenue last year alone can afford to pay its creators, in my opinion. But yeah. That's the long and short of it. I'm not going to dwell too much on it today because I like to enjoy my painting streams. But yeah, it's all over Twitter and all that at the moment. But I'm looking into what else I can do, because I want to make this my full-time job. But obviously, especially with the news that Twitch is not going to move it just makes it that much harder when, you know, you've got to pay the bills at the end of the day as well. And thank you for sending that link in. I'll check it out at the end of stream. Because yeah, YouTube Shorts is a good one that I might consider. I'm definitely going to do more on YouTube. I'm probably going to do more on Streamloots as well. I'm thinking maybe custom auctions, things like that. Yes, anyone who earns over 100k annually is getting a pay cut, effectively. And I think I saw someone work it out that it was a 30% pay cut or 29% pay cut, something like that, is how it works out for them. And then for everyone else, nothing really changes. So effectively, they've heard everyone asking for a better revenue split, and instead of giving their streamers more money, they're now giving their streamers less money. Because apparently they need the money to be able to pay for the stuff that they've already implemented. So yeah, something, the maths isn't quite adding up there from what I'm understanding. It's a bit ridiculous. And for, you know, for people who are starting out and who are trying to actually make this work full-time, it just drives people off the platform. Which is silly, really. She's gonna end up with just being a ghost town of, you know, the streamers who are either just really, really dedicated to Twitch for whatever reasons, or the ones that are locked into, you know, exclusivity courses and things like that. The average streamer is probably gonna start looking elsewhere if their Twitch doesn't realize that they need to pay their creators fairly as well. It's silly. It's just silly. But on the plus side, I mean, for me personally, I'm kind of just using it as a chance to sort of explore other platforms. Like I said, YouTube's probably going to be one. The YouTube Shorts thing is definitely interesting. Streamloots will probably make a comeback for at least my DVD streams. And I might try out some of their other modules, so like the auctions and things like that. So that'll be fun to do. I'm obviously still going to do the charity streams. I'm obviously still going to be in other people's streams supporting them. But a little disappointing that Twitch is becoming less and less viable as something I can do full time. At least not without several other platforms to support it. Pippin, you are way too comfortable to paint. Yeah. Yeah, like I mentioned, there's going to be... It probably won't make a huge difference in terms of what happens initially. But I might be making some changes into the content that I produce. Come on, paint. There we go. Like, there might be some content that is not seen on Twitch anymore. I don't know yet. I don't know how it's gonna pan out. It's a bit disappointing, because Twitch is kind of where it all started for me. I think a lot of you know, like, Twitch is where a lot of this content creation, well, it's where all of the content creation stuff started for me. It's where a lot of my friends are. In the bed? No worries, Hen. Take it easy. Sleep well. I want to see pictures of the tattoo when it's healed up as well. I hope you have a comfy day and a comfy rest. Sweet dreams. Right. I need to concentrate on this. I need to stop being bothered by Twitch doing Twitch things. So the plan today is to do both Merry and Pippin. So there will be 2 hobbits getting their colours, hopefully. And this is the Fellowship of the Ring set, so it's all colour schemes and paint schemes from the first film, based on the film characters themselves. So that's why you're maybe not seeing the green cloaks that you see throughout most of the trilogy. They're still in their Shire clothes. No rush, Hen. Take it easy. Yeah, I think a lot of people were sort of thinking, even if they didn't get more, we'd get sort of maybe a better explanation as to why. But to sort of come out and say, hey, you're not getting any more, and we're also going to take money away from the highest earners. It just seems weird. Like it's such a weird response to give to people who are asking you to pay more. Even if it's only a tiny fraction of streamers who earn that volume of money. It's still ultimately giving your streamers less, like you said. So it's bizarre. And I don't understand why Twitch thought that was a good response, but it's one we got given. Yeah, and yeah, subs being local. Now, it depends where you are in the world as to whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. For someone like me, like it actually benefits me being in the UK. And I think it benefits most people in Europe as well, if I'm not mistaken. But outside of that, I'm not sure what the effect is. But the scheme that they ran for it, like the top-up scheme, that was ridiculous. They were expecting for me to qualify for the top-up amount. I would have needed to stream 50 hours a week. And I've never streamed that much. Like, even on weeks that I have, you know, crazy 12-hour streams or something like that, I've never streamed 50 hours in a week. I have a full-time job outside of Twitch. So it was pointless. It was ridiculous. But again, that feels like another example of Twitch not really understanding the creators at all. I mean, the previous head of YouTube Gaming comes out and says, I don't understand what Twitch are doing either. it kind of has a big impact. I don't know. I'll be curious to see what happens over the next couple of days while people kind of... Oh, that's a bit too chunky. Never mind. When sort of the first impact dies down and people start to really analyze what's going to happen next. That'll be interesting. Alright, just gonna blend out some of this chunky highlighting a little bit. So, complete different topic for a second. One of the things I'm practicing at the moment is the sort of official style highlighting. So trying to get those really crisp, clean, thin lines. It's known as sort of Golden Demon style or Parade standard in the painting world. And it's tricky. Real tricky to learn. You can probably see it on the coat if the focus works. Just those highlights sort of around the edges of the folds and stuff. That's what I'm talking about. Looking good? Thank you. Thank you, Lefty. Like I said, the highlighting style's new to me. Yeah, I've watched a few tutorials on it, and it's something that I'm trying specifically with this set. Trying to go for the style that the Warhammer and Games Workshop use in all of the magazines and stuff, and all the box art, to kind of get that really, I don't know, polished, like illustrated look almost. It does take a lot longer though than my normal style. You know, with all this talk on Twitch, of Twitch doing Twitch things, it still makes me want to just run away and start a farm somewhere. Forget it all. Never mind content creation, I'll just start a farm and paint for fun. That kind of thing. Alrighty. Alright, we're getting quite a bit of progress, which is nice. Ain't easy for people still trying to make it full time. Nah, it's really tricky. Really, really tricky. And honestly, if I was starting now, I probably wouldn't keep trying. I've been streaming for 5 years, so at this point it's kind of hard for me to give up. But if I was just starting out, just in the past sort of year or two, I'd probably quit. Yeah, go back to school instead or something like that. Just because it doesn't seem viable anymore. Which is a real shame, because I love the experiences I've had on Twitch for the most part. There's a lot of fantastic people I wouldn't have met without Twitch. Okay. Like I said, there's going to be some slow changes. I've sort of been doing a lot of experimenting anyway, with lots of different things. So different platforms, different kinds of content this year. Just trying to work out what works for me. And I'm probably just going to see more experimenting until I find the right thing. But yeah. Trying to work it out with a full-time job is hard work. As I'm sure you yourself know, lived in a lot of other people in this community as well. And I know of a lot of creators who are full-time content creators for, 3-4 years, who are now saying, I've got to get a regular job. I can't afford to just do content creation anymore. Which is really sad. It's such a shame for them, because a lot of them I know were just so in love with this sort of doing content creation. But Paying the bills has got to come first in the end. Well, until we find an alternative. So, yeah, you are probably one of the people who streams the most hours out of all the people I follow, out of all the all the creators I've met over the past 5 years. You probably stream the most hours out of almost any of them, Lefty, and that's one of the things that really impressed me about you when I first found your channel, was just how much work you put in. But yeah, it even then, it does seem like you have to put in crazy number of hours, like really, really high numbers of hours to make it work. It's not easy. Paint. Getting attacked by paints. One of my paints tried to explode on my hands, so. But for me, I work my day job 40 hours a week. Just so that's 40 hours I just can't spend on Twitch or content at all. So it means my days off from that are spent scheduling a lot of the stuff that I put out throughout the week so that I can keep up. So tough. You work hard and you deserve all the success, Lefty. So I'm glad that you were able to take it full time. Gives the rest of us hope. But for someone like myself who works full-time job, has other things as well, like I'm also studying, so that's another. So full-time job's 40 hours, studying is another 10-20 hours. That's 60 hours out of the week already. That doesn't leave a lot of time for streaming, for YouTube, for photographs, models, all the rest of it that goes into this. So it's an interesting balancing act. I would really, really love to put more hours in on Twitch. But, yeah. I gotta sleep sometime. I gotta sleep and eat and, you know, do those things that look after the human body. Here we go. I don't know. It'll be an interesting couple of years, I think. Like, if you're just starting out now, I would say don't make Twitch your main platform. Like, if someone came to me and was like, "Hey, Jinx, how do I do this thing that you do as well?" say don't do it the way I did it. Find a way that suits you. And don't make Twitch your main platform, because you won't be able to make it work. Unless you're one of the, you know, one of the people who can spend a crazy amount of time on it, or one of the people who just gets, you know, incredibly lucky and makes it into the top less than 1% of streamers. It's like 6-7 days. Yeah, like I honestly don't know how you did it, Lefty. It's honestly amazing to me how you managed to do all of it. My paints are exploding today. Unfortunately for me, I just can't put in, you know, as many hours as I'd like. At the end of the day, I get sick. If I do too much at once, I get really, really sick. I almost put myself in the hospital once this year trying to do too much at once, so that was enough to kind of scare me into doing sensible hours at least. You know, I have a huge amount of respect for people like yourself who can put in those kinds of hours on top of a full-time job and everything else. And, you know, there's probably a bit of envy there too. I wish I was healthy enough to be able to do it, but I gotta find a different way, unfortunately. Still, I'm genuinely happy for the fact that you can do it full time, Mufti. That, and I hope that you're still enjoying it. Because I know I certainly love your streams, even if I'm not very talkative in them. My goodness. Chaya!
Chai_08 just resubscribed for 44 months.
Hey, Chai, welcome in. I hope you're well. Thank you so much for 44 months. That's huge. All the huge resubs recently. Welcome in. Alright. Am I gonna be able to sit with this brush? Yes, okay. Maybe not with that much weight on it though. Oops. Okay. That bit needs to tidy up. I accidentally gave him a white eye mask instead of eyes. So we'll fix this before we continue. What colour does Pippin have? I think Pippin has really dark brown eyes. In the reference photo, looks like. Okay, a little bit of tidying up needed on one side, but we've almost got the eyes done. They always look so dark, but they settle down a bit when the paint dries, and they don't look quite so dramatic. Okay. I don't know why the camera is going crazy on the focus today, but it's a little bit all over the place, so I apologize for that. I think the autofocus settings have gotten a little wonky. You don't regret it, so that's great. That's really great to hear. I think that's the most important thing. I think even if I'm not at the point where I want to be at the moment, I still enjoy what I am doing on Twitch and YouTube and everything else. And I think that's the most important thing with whatever it is you're doing on whatever platform. You need to still enjoy what you're doing. I think the second it starts becoming more hard work than it is enjoyable is probably the time that you need to think about, you know, is it right for you kind of thing. And I'm not talking about, you know, one bad day sort of situations. Like if you find it's sort of becoming a problem for your health or anything like that, you know, like any job, you need to make sure you're still looking after yourself as well. Keep doing it. Okay. A little bit on the wonky side, maybe. But the eyes are in. And thinking about it, you'll probably only see them from about this distance away. So, quite happy with how they turned out. Yeah. Excuse me. Just using this to tidy up any little corners that are not quite there yet. Exactly, yeah. Now, whatever problems I have with Twitch and how it's run and all that, I still love doing it. I love the people that I've met here. Yeah, 99% of all the people I've met via Twitch have been amazing people. I'm super happy to have met. So, I plan to do this for a long time. Even if it ends up just being a hobby. I hope I get to keep doing it. And I hope that a lot of people get to keep doing it for themselves as well. There you go. Like I said, I think I'm just going to use the Twitch news to kind of do something I should have done a while ago and look into just being a bit more diverse with what I do. Find out what works. I'm in no rush to make this work. And if it takes me 50 years to get it right, then I'm happy to, wait the 50 years to make it right for me, I feel like streaming and content creating in general is kind of one of those things that there's not really a time limit on. You've got creators like the Skyrim grandma in their 80s or even older. They're still doing it. Right. I'm still not sure about the eyes on this set. I might paint over the eyes in a different way later on. But Pippin, at least, is ready for his base. And then we get to move on to Mary. So the base I'm using is it's the same as, on Samwise, for example, or Gandalf over here. I was sort of basing them all in this sandy gravel. Just to kind of make the set look like they were all together, but in a non-specific part of Middle-earth. And I thought about doing it in a more forest kind of look. But I wanted something a little bit more simple that worked with everyone's colour schemes. So I went with this in the end. Just sort of almost a blank template in terms of base. And I kind of like those. Kind of like the bases to be more of a frame to the model rather than crowding it out. Now, it has the added bonus of filling any gaps on the base left behind by the modeling process, and being really easy to add sort of travel wear to the edges of cloaks and stuff. So I can just swipe this along here. And it gives a really nice see like to the end of this click. Nice and straightforward. Again up here. Once that's dry, I'll go around the rim of the base just to tidy it up. But in the meantime, I move on to Meriadoc. Or Mary. And let me see. Just quickly getting the right colours. Meriadoc Brandybuck. So all I did before streaming with these is to paint them black. And obviously build the models themselves, but I always start with the models in black and then add colours over the top. I just kind of prefer how they look that way. Unless I'm going for a very specific effect, I tend not to prime my models in other colours. It's nice. It's a little bit more forgiving, I find. You have to enjoy it, otherwise it becomes hard. Exactly. Exactly. A lot of streamers I sort of started with Twitch with fell into the trap of making it work, as in making it hard work for themselves. And yeah, they ended up hating it. And I think watching that, it kind of made me determined to not hate it. And the day I started hating this, the day I start hating streaming, is the day I stopped streaming altogether, completely. And again, I don't mean one bad day. You can have one bad day and still not hate streaming. But when you feel trapped by having to go live for whatever reason, I don't want to ever feel like that. I want to still have that love for it. I want to be excited by going live. Or even if it's not necessarily a stream, then just the process of creating content in general. I want to be excited by it again. And just, you know, keen to do it, whatever the reason. So what got me doing these painting streams in the first place? I just really love painting minis. So the fact that people actually want to come and watch it makes me really happy. But honestly, even if no one came to watch it, I'd probably still stream it. Because I genuinely just enjoy this process. Okay. One day I'm gonna invest in a camera that doesn't rely on autofocus, though. When I can, I will get a better camera for these streams. So I think out of all of the hobbits, Merry probably has my favorite costume overall. I think he has the one that I find most iconic in a way. So I've been looking forward to painting him. Because I think he also has the fewest costume changes out of all the hobbits, if I remember correctly. I might be wrong on that one. I think he changes his cloak and then changes into the uniform towards the end of the trilogy, and that's it. And the rest of the time he's got his waistcoat. His shy clothes. This is just the rougher first layer, which I always sort of treat as a first draft of the miniature in a way. For bigger minis, it tends to be more about almost a testing of the color scheme to make sure that the colors that I'm planning to put together actually look good together on the model. Since I'm following a more predetermined scheme on this one, it's more blocking out areas and making sure I'm painting the right parts. Yes, in digital art terms, I'm doing the line art. it's actually a green jacket. And a yellow waistcoat. So this paint's quite separated, so that's why it sort of looks quite watery. That's fine though, we can do multiple layers and it'll settle properly. So all I've done is taken the excess moisture away there. Okay. And the first layers always look kind of patchy and rough anyway. That's why you have to do multiple thin coats rather than one block one, is what I'm learning. Okay. Get the green done. I think after this stream, I'll only have one stream left of the Fellowship set. And that will be with Aragorn, Gimli, and Legolas. Those are the last three I've got left to do. So that will be on Sunday. And then after that, I'll be starting a new project. I don't exactly know what I'm going to be painting on next. I've kind of got a couple of options that I'm trying to decide between. But I'm excited because I might do another action figure because I've not done one of those in a long time. And I had a lot of fun with the Sisters of Battle one. Or I might do one of the other large Warhammer models I've got. It's currently between the action figure and a big dragon for my next project. Okay. Now, we'll see. Kind of like the idea of doing a big dragon after doing a full Fellowship set. It's not Smaug, but I could paint it like Smaug. Again, rough first draft. It looks patchy now, but it will look better as soon as I'm able to get extra layers on this. No problem, Lefty. Take it easy. Thank you for stopping in. I hope you have an excellent evening, and hopefully I will catch you soon. Hopefully I'll catch one of your streams soon and actually be able to talk in it. I hope you have an excellent day, and thank you again for stopping in. Okay. So once I get the trousers done, I'll sort of be moving to less of the first draft and more sort of more details, more layers, highlights, that kind of thing. So if I was just going to use this in a casual game and I needed to paint it quickly, I'd call that sort of acceptable standard of just, you can recognize it's Pippin. It's Mary, even. Get the names right. You'd be able to recognize that as Mary on a tabletop. I don't consider it finished. Just recognizable. I have a lot of work to do to get it to a point where I'm happy with it. Okay. Gotta get my reference and keep it in view. I think first things first, I'll redo this cloak a little bit. Okay. And it's actually all the way across here too, that cloak. I love how soft this color comes out. It looks, I don't know, like fur or velvet or something when it's actually fully dried. So when I'm looking at it on a cloak, it makes me think the cloak's super cozy. Seems fitting for hobbits. I feel like their cloaks would be all about comfort rather than any practicality necessarily. Alright. Well, and he's running away from me. Okay. I need to get some silver. That sort of is. So, I was saying earlier, I do plan on finishing the Fellowship this week. I think I'm leaning towards doing the Dragon next. Just because I think that would be a really nice follow-on. And then after that, it's spooky season. So I'll have some nice spooky themed models for streams, which would be great. I'm so excited about some of these that I've got planned. It's gonna be so much fun. I love creepy, spooky Halloween models. And yeah, I think with the changes or lack of changes that Twitch has announced, there'll probably be some different streams or content coming to YouTube. So things like more gaming streams, being uploaded, or gaming clips as heretic on Twitch. I don't know about that, indeed. There's some pretty amazing ones. Like, you know, yourself, Lefty, and so many amazing people on this platform. And they deserve better than what Twitch is currently giving them. But yeah, I think if I want to make this work full time, I don't think I can make Twitch my primary platform, or at least I can't make Twitch my only big platform. So I'll need to grow stuff like YouTube. I'll need to grow stuff like, you know, Patreon or Streamloots or something like that, that actually gives a bit of a fairer cut. It's a little bit frustrating because it means more time investment when I already don't have that much time, but at the end of the day, if I can make this a full-time thing, the time's gonna be worth it. So I'm trying to think of it in that terms of sort of, I get to learn a new skill and hopefully grow this to something I can do full time. And the plus side for you lot is, at the end of the day, whatever I do, there's going to be more content. So if you like what I currently do, there's just going to be more of what I currently do on a wider scale. Heretic.tv. I love that idea. I honestly, indeed, I have already thought of making Heretic Media a company. But currently it would only be me. And I don't know what other media I would do other than what I currently do. I do like the idea of educational content, so I might have a second channel that's dedicated to educational content of some kind. And I know I've kind of talked about it a little bit before, so that might be something that I bring in under a Heretic Media brand kind of deal. But I don't know yet. A lot of it depends on you. You, the wonderful community who support me. Because at the end of the day, what I do is kind of a lot down to you lot. if it's all well and good me going, hey, I want to do, Patreon or, TikTok or whatever, but if the community is not behind me doing it as well, I'm never going to succeed without you lot. You lot helped me get to where I am right now, so whatever I do next, it's going to be with you all, not just me. It's going to be something that you all want to see as well. Like why tossing doors is a bad idea. Hey, that's a good one. I like that idea. Why tossing doors is bad for the ecosystem. Recycle your doors instead. Oh, that's paint. I thought it was. Story of my painting career. Oh my goodness. Where did I hide that paint? Is that one then? There it is. I don't know. Like, I feel like YouTube is a natural secondary platform, since I've already kind of started on there anyway. But plus I can integrate stuff that I've already, stuff that I already work on onto YouTube quite quickly. I do need to learn how to edit videos though if I'm ever going to do YouTube properly. Or hire an editor. I don't know, I want to get to the point where, I can hire friends to make things and just do some good. That's all. Where I don't have to worry about my day job when I'm trying to do this. Reduce, reuse, recycle your tossed dwarfs. And don't forget, dwarf armor is also recyclable. I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully the future holds good things for this channel. And just, my prospects as a content creator. That's all I'm hoping for, really. Good things for myself and my friends who are in the same boat as me. Okay. We're getting that lovely contrast paint. And if shade paints were talent in a pot, then contrast paints count as cheating. Because, holy moly, look at that. Imagining dwarves going for seeds like plants. Oh, honestly, if I could grow dwarves like that, I totally would. You just plant a little nugget of mithril in a rocky soil. You leave it, and then 28 days later you have dwarves, right? That's how that works. Alright, Mary. Let's have a look at this here sword. I kind of want to draw that now, Indy. If I had the skill to draw it, I totally would. That's not the color I needed. Neither is that. Where is it? There it is. Okay. We have one tidy looking cloak, I think. Now we do. I'm not going to fill in the eyes. I'll marry the same way I did with the others. Just to sort of have a comparison, because I can add the eyes in later on if I decide I want to. Plus my hands are kind of shaky at this time of night, so I don't want to risk it. But I will paint over the backs of his hands and where the other colours are kind of spilled over. Just to make sure the rest of it's all neat and tidy. Make sure to water the mithril daily and sprinkle gold and silver powders to acre it. Exactly! I'm glad you get it, Indy. Alright, just bring this back in. And we're just doing his beautiful golden buttons on his waistcoat. And a fastener on his cloak. Because Mary is effectively a Shire noble. He is part of one of the most powerful families in the Shire, so he gets all the fancy things. Okay. So I'm just doing some super light highlighting on this cloak. And I think I'll be happy to call Mary Dan. I don't want to overdo him. Like, other than Samwise, I think Mary is possibly one of my favourite characters in the whole trilogy. Because both him and Samwise, they go on this massive adventure. They come back and they just want a normal life afterwards. You know, the Shire's not tainted for them in the same way it is for Frodo. They want almost their old life, but without all the things that held them back before. And I love that for them. Just the last little thing. Just his bag strap. There we go. This has honestly been such a nice, relaxing set to paint. I really, really enjoyed painting this. So yeah. I still don't know what I'm playing on Friday, is the other thing. I know I have a gaming stream down for Friday, and unless things go pear-shaped like they did at the end of last week, I still plan on streaming on Friday. I just don't know what exactly. If I can get everything set up again, I might do some DVD with Streamloots. Oh my goodness.
Corgot_94 just resubscribed for 23 months. Hey ya Jinxie. Wow, 23 months, holy shit, lol, Jinxie, love me.
Oh, Cog, welcome in. It's so good to see you. 23 months already as well. Thank you so much. I know you've been in this community longer than 23 months. We've known each other longer than that. I'm sure of it. But it's so good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for the resub. Okay. Artistically splattering mud. Complete. Ish. Come here. There you go. Gotta do it on all sides. There we go. Doing good? Glad to hear it. I am doing well, thank you. Slowly sorting things out. Well, I almost thought I had it, and then Twitch decided to throw a spanner in the works, so yeah. Kind of just trying to sort myself out a little bit. Trying to work out how to make this whole content stuff work. Other than that, I am doing very well, thank you. But I am really glad to hear you're doing well. I'm unfortunately kind of coming to the end of stream today. I've almost finished Merry and Pippin, which is who I had on the table for today. But I'm looking forward to painting the rest of the Fellowship, or the last installment of the Fellowship, on Sunday. Friday is an as yet undecided gaming stream. So it'll be about the same sort of time as tonight. I'll try and run it a little bit later, but I don't know how much later I'll be able to do it. Just gotta patch that bit there. But yeah, I really want to try and do more streams. Just stream more frequently, because I know I've been terrible with it this year. That's mainly for health reasons. But at least on the plus side, we've been able to have more painting streams, like this one. I think that's as close as I can get to this without breaking my arm. But there is Merry and Pippin. The two most notorious troublemakers in the Shire. Yeah, but I think the big thing is I'm gonna be streaming more frequently, hopefully. I think I'm kind of mostly getting a handle on all the health issues that I've had this year. There's going to be other stuff happening as well. I will probably put more variety of content on YouTube. At the very least, I'll probably put my gaming VODs up on there, because why not? Which means, yay, more YouTube videos. So if you're not subscribed on there already, go ahead. It's free, it helps me. I really would like to get to 100 subs by the end of the year. I don't know if that's possible, but that'd be cool. I will probably reactivate stuff like Streamloots. Maybe not necessarily for the cards, but just for an alternative way to subscribe if people want something alternative to Twitch subs that, you know, support me directly. Yeah, just a lot of things that I'm kind of mulling over and working out. Nothing's set in stone yet, but hopefully I'll have it all figured out by the end of the year. And in a new year there'll be hopefully some proper plans in place, some firm plans. I know there's been a lot of changes, but I want to sort of settle into a groove, basically. get a rhythm going with this stuff rather than kind of having to chop and change around and figure things out on the fly so much. However, there's an awful lot of rambling. I'm going to leave it there for today. I'm not going to raid because I kind of need to run. It is getting kind of late here, and I do unfortunately have the unfun day job things to do. So I am going to leave it there. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you again for all the huge resubs this week. Yeah, so yesterday we had like 29 months, 61 months, 34 months. Today we've had 44 months, 23 months. Last week we had, 20 plus months as well. I couldn't ask for a better community. I wouldn't even be in the position of having the luxury of deciding what sort of content to pursue without such amazing people behind me. So thank you very, very much for watching. Thank you for keeping me company. Thank you for letting me do what I do. I cannot express how much I appreciate you all. I hope you all have an absolutely wonderful day or night wherever you're in the world. Please take care of yourselves. Stay safe. And I will see you all very, very soon. Bye for now, folks.